In today's video, I want to take a look at some news coming out of the State of Play conference yesterday from PlayStation. We've got a sick new PlayStation 4 Pro console for Death Stranding. Kind of surprised that this got announced given that Death Stranding is just a little over a month away, so a little bit late in the game for this, but the console looks absolutely awesome. The Medieval PlayStation 4 demo has launched on the PlayStation Store, and The Last of Us Part 2 gets its release date like we had all expected. We'll talk that at the end of this video, and of course, I'm going to do a little bit gushing about that. But first up, Mary Yee, Vice President of Global Marketing at Sony Interactive Entertainment, announced a 1TB PlayStation 4 Pro system with special Death Stranding inspired design, a physical copy of the game, and a translucent orange DualShock 4 mirroring the design of the game's BB pod. The PlayStation blog post notes, as we eagerly await the launch of Death Stranding on November 8th, we're thrilled to reveal a new limited edition PlayStation 4 Pro bundle featuring a custom design that will be launching aside the game. So yes, this is kind of late in the game to announce a PlayStation 4 Pro console, given that the game is out in just a little over a month on November 8th, so I find this a little bit surprising. However, very excited for this because I know that there's still a pocket of you guys out there that want a PlayStation 4 Pro. The console hardly ever sees a significant discount, but a bundle like this is definitely going to get people excited. The limited edition Death Stranding PlayStation 4 Pro bundle includes a custom 1TB PS4 Pro system, as well as a custom DualShock 4 wireless controller and the Death Stranding game, and you get a physical copy of the game on Blu-ray disc. Inspired by the game, this new limited edition PS4 Pro features a white matte finish with two BT handprints that form the shapes of the world's continents. Sure to bring an otherworldly feel to your home entertainment setup, the bundle also includes an orange translucent DualShock 4 wireless controller that is the same color as the game's BB pod. Throughout the game, you can gently rock the controller to emulate holding the BB pod in your own hand, so that's a pretty cool element to the controller as well. And using PlayStation 4 Pro 4K TV, owners can enjoy an enhanced Death Stranding experience with dynamic 4K resolution achieved through 4K checkerboard, while HD TV owners will benefit from increased image clarity through super sampling, and players with HDR displays can also experience the game in a high dynamic range color, which provides a brighter and wider range of color detail for a more vibrant image overall. The limited edition Death Stranding PS4 Pro bundle will be available across select US and Canadian retailers for $399.99, that's USD, or $499.99 CAD, so it's the same price as the regular PS4 Pro, and you're getting a sick console on top of that. You're getting the game, you're getting a cool controller, great value, and it will be dropping the same day as the game on November 8th. So get ready to explore the world of Death Stranding and save mankind from impending annihilation with this new custom designed PS4 Pro system this fall. I have to add that if you have some interest in this console, I would highly recommend you to pre-order it ASAP. I've got the God of War console, and that console went out of stock very, very quickly. So if you want this custom PlayStation 4 Pro console, get on it ASAP, pre-order it, and you can thank me later. I imagine that people are going to also be relisting them on eBay for higher price points. That's been the case with the majority of special edition PS4 Pro releases. The Spider-Man console, I believe, is also going for a hefty price point, so just something to note. If you guys want it, do not hesitate any longer and pick it up as soon as possible. From a value standpoint, it is really good, although now in 2019, I would inherently be a little bit hesitant on getting a PlayStation 4 Pro just because it's a $400 investment and you're looking towards 2020, late 2020, when the PlayStation 5 is going to be released. Do you want to invest that $400 right now? If you want it, if you want that custom console, by all means get it. It's a really sick console. The controller is awesome, and I don't believe the controller is going to be sold separately, so if you value the game at $60, you essentially get the console for $340. You get that cool look to it. I think it's a good value. The PS4 Pro bundles always are, but right now you do have to be a little bit more skeptical in buying it, and maybe the decision would be, let me stick with my base PS4 or the PS4 Pro that I already have instead of dropping $400 on another console when the PS5 is just a year away at this point, but nonetheless, that'll be out November 8th. Alright, moving on from that, the Medieval PS4 demo launches today on the PlayStation Store. Sony accidentally leaked this yesterday by posting the demo on the PlayStation Store over in Japan, but it was announced as a part of State of Play that the demo is out right now. It's a free demo and you can try out the game. However, it's only going to be available for a limited duration, and it was noted by producer over at Sony Interactive Entertainment, "Brave Knights of Gallowmere, rejoice, shamble your way through the graveyard as you slice through Xeroc's resurrected zombie horde. Just don't forget to grab your sword from the crypt, and make sure to keep your single eye out for the Dan's helmet item, an elusive piece of armor set that appeared in the Japanese version of the original PS1 title. Picking up Dan's helmet early within the demo will reward players with an extra challenge when equipped in the full game, so don't miss out. The short-lived demo, as it's described, is only available until October 7th at 12 a.m. Pacific time, so don't miss this chance to relive a piece of Sir Dan's legend. Sir Daniel will be revived in glorious native 4K when this classic PlayStation game remade from the grave up launches on October 25th, 2019, and it was noted PlayStation 4 Pro and 4K display device required to view in 4K. So on base PlayStation 4, it's not going to be running at 4K. I know a lot of you guys don't understand the excitement surrounding Medieval, and I really can't blame you. This series originated back on the PlayStation 1, and unlike a series like Ratchet & Clank when that game was being remade on the PS4, people were so excited, but Ratchet & Clank had also been around for a long time and had titles released on a litany of platforms from PS1, PS2 to PS3. We didn't have that with Medieval. Medieval saw its popularity on PS1 and then it kind of faded away, and I remember for a long time that in my comments section, I don't even know where you guys were really bringing it up because I didn't really have that much nostalgia towards Medieval, but there were always a crop of you guys being like, man, I would love to see a Medieval remake, and that was back in like 2017. Well, now it's almost here, and you can also try out the game with the short-lived demo, and for those of you that don't get the hype about Medieval, try out the demo, see what it's all about. It is a ground-up remake for the PS4, but they're also pricing it very accordingly at $29.99. Had this been priced at $39.99, God forbid $49.99, I don't think it would have done all too well, but Sony has been doing a good job in pricing their games accordingly this season. You've got Medieval at $30, you've got Concrete Genie at $30. Sure, Death Stranding is gonna be a $60 release, but that game's at a different level. I don't expect these games to have the longevity nor the budget value of a game like Death Stranding, but they're quality games in their own right, and if you price them accordingly, I think it does open the gates for a larger audience to pick them up. We saw that with a game like World War Z. Had World War Z been priced at $60, I don't think it would have been as successful as it was. We saw it with Remnant from the Ashes just a little while ago. Again, if that game was priced at $60, I don't think it would have been that big. So I'm liking this trend of more games shying away from a high price point. $30 is great for a game like this, and I really hope it does well commercially. And then who knows, if it does well enough, maybe that'll open the door for a brand new Medieval game, whether that be on the PS5 or PS4, I don't know, but it is something that I would love to see if this remake turns out well. At the very least, try out the demo for yourself. Again, it'll be available until October 7th. And lastly, quite possibly the biggest part of State of Play was The Last of Us Part 2, and it was announced that the game is arriving 1 week before we had originally thought, but it'll be dropping February 21st, 2020. So yes, early 2020, let me reiterate it again, is going to be absolute insanity because The Last of Us Part 2 is out on February 21st, then like 2 weeks later, we've got the Final Fantasy VII Remake, then a month later, we've got Cyberpunk 2077, and those are 3 major games within like a month and a half, 2-month period, and obviously, a lot of other games are going to be released around the same time. It is going to be absolute insanity. You look at this fall, and this fall doesn't have that many big game releases, and we're still a ways away from the early 2020 portion to be really finalized, but we already know games like DBZ, Last of Us Part 2, now FF7 Remake, Cyberpunk 2077, it is insane. But Neil Druckmann has an in-depth post over on the PlayStation blog, and they've announced the February 21st, 2020 release date, and he noted, "We began working on this game over 5 years ago. It's hard to describe the immense pressure of following up the first game. We know how much you love this world and its characters, especially Ellie and Joel. Believe me, we're fans as well. We love them, which is why we spend years crafting a game that we feel will do them justice, telling a nuanced story that deals with the core question, how far would you go to exact justice against the people that hurt the ones you love? It's a highly emotional story with complex themes that befit the world of The Last of Us. What we realized pretty early on is that we were putting together Naughty Dog's most ambitious and longest game in our 35-year history. To tell this kind of story, the game needed to be massive. Without spoiling too much, at the top of this post, you can watch the brand new trailer that we debuted earlier today on State of Play, which just scratches the surface of what the game has in store. So this game is going to be huge, and alongside the trailer, we're thrilled to reveal the various editions of the game, including The Last of Us Part 2 Standard Edition, which is of course going to be $59.99, the Special Edition, which is going to be $79.99, the Digital Deluxe Edition, the Collector's Edition, and then there is the Ellie Edition. With the Collector's Edition, it's going to be $170, which includes a beautifully crafted 12-inch Ellie statue, a life-size replica of Ellie's bracelet, a custom steelbook case, a 48-page mini art book from Dark Horse, a set of 6 enamel pins, lithograph art print, and a set of 5 stickers. The Collector's Edition also comes with a voucher for digital content, including a PS4 dynamic theme, a set of 6 PSN avatars, a digital soundtrack, and a digital version of the mini art book. The Ellie Edition, on the other hand, is $230, and edition gives you all the contents of the collector's edition, plus a full-size, fully functional recreation of Ellie's backpack, an embroidered patch, and a 7-inch vinyl record featuring music from the original soundtrack. We'll also have a special edition version that features the custom steelbook case and all of the digital content found in the Ellie edition and the collector's edition. So that's everything regarding The Last of Us Part 2. Have a look at the trailer for yourself, but the game will be officially released February 21st, 2020, and it does look to be a massive game, even bigger than anything they've done in the past, and it looks like that's really what they wanted to go for, to do The Last of Us Part 2, Ellie and Joel justice all around, so that's really cool to see. And that's gonna conclude this video. Again, a sick PS4 Pro console has been revealed with the Dead Stranding PS4 Pro bundle. Medieval gets a demo and it's available to download right now for a limited time. It's free, try it out, and you can get some content that'll carry over into the final game, and The Last of Us Part 2 drops on February 21st, 2020. That's gonna conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.